Hey everybody, it's Sage and welcome back to my playthrough of Tales of Berseria. In the last episode, it was a long time ago for me, like at least a week, but we got here to Loegres, so we have some things to do there, and then I want to say, I literally was like, I need a save point! So I think I probably skipped some things. Our expedition is here, let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, I'm gonna take a look. Wow, you guys did not do very good, but you got tuna, so I got a new recipe, it's fine. Let's go again. We got that tuna. Gotta make sure you get that tuna. Also, make sure you smash that like button for me if you have not already to show your support for the series, and subscribe to the channel. That helps me out even more.
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full
Oh, we'll show you what else is getting harder and harder, sir.
Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? And for a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course not. The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorius. He's effectively retired.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The Prince also gave Lord Artorius authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorius commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
Yeah, so absolutely zero separation of church and state here, but that's okay, apparently. As long as you don't get turned into a demon or eaten by a demon.
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the Crown Prince.
The Crown Prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorius and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorius and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorius' side.
Yeah, exactly. All of Midgand is on Artorius' side. So that's an issue for Velvet specifically, you know, because we want to kill him. But maybe we'll get our chance here. I mean, we're here in Loegres, and this is like his main town of affairs, so I could see that being true. Here's a chest for us. Oh, 800 gold. Good. We love money. What the hell? A shiny. Yeah, there's a lot to explore in this game. I know I've explained that a million times over already, but I just kind of wanted to say it again because there's a lot to fucking explore in this game. So we've got to keep our eyes and ears out. Alright. So there is another conversation down over this way that we have yet to have. And there's the shop. Did I even check that out in the last episode? Knowing my greedy ass, I probably did, but let's check it out again.
When's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah! I'll follow the rules too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular. Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
Yeah, honestly, if I was just like a regular human being in this world, I would be down with that, you know? I'm like, fuck. As long as I'm safe, bro, don't let a demon eat me. So I don't see them getting too much resistance.
Take a good look. You look like you could use some new armor.
Let's see what you've got, sir. And is it new to me? I have plenty of apple gels. A panacea kind of would be nice. I literally only have 800 gold, so It's not like we're going to be getting anything too crazy. I have plenty of amber pendants. The battle garment, old news. Old news. You have nothing new for me, sir. I probably already came over here and spent all my money. That's probably why I only had that 800 left. But you never know. Okay, a chipped copper coin. What is this? Calcite Garment. Now, I kind of forget. I've been playing a lot of Tales of Arise, so things kind of get mixed up for me. Oh, so it's the same. Is this one any better? No, I kind of like this one better. At least we're working on it. See, this is why I got myself like set up in the last episode before I left, because I knew it was going to be a minute before I was able to do it again. That's just how it is with these series sometimes. Another chipped copper coin. We'll take that. Oh, a cat's chest. It requires 95, and we only have 84. Well, that sucks, but we're really close. So I think that we need to just keep our eye out. Remember that that's there. I mean, it gave us an icon on the map now, so pretty hard to forget at this point. And come back as soon as we have 95, which will be soon. There's a lavender. We'll take that. We love that. Just gotta look. I forget how much you have to. In Arise, you literally like don't even have to look. Like you just have to. There's marks on the map everywhere for every little thing. So you're like, oh, okay. Like you walk near something and then it'll show up on the map, and you're like, oh shit. Where Berseria is obviously a little different.
Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started.
It'll be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon light. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Coldbrand. None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorius' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Inominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malakith.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our Shepherd! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius!
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The Shepherd Artorias. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Eifried has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
I think that's a super, like, powerful and intense scene. Especially, it just kind of shows Velvet's, like, rage. I mean, we kind of knew it before. Obviously, we've seen what's happened to her, but now it's like you really, really know. Like, there's no mistaking it, and it just shows, like, how deep it runs. I think it's a powerful scene. Oop, wrong button.
The Exorcists sure were out in full force to see the Shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the Shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Well, that works out for us, because that's like our whole goal. Is to take down Artorias. And to get more cat spirits right now. We need them badly. Is there any around here? I'd just like to look. Nope, just a bunch of stupid people. But like I said, if I was a regular ass human in this world, in this environment here, I would absolutely be doing the same thing. Because there's no way I could fight a demon, you know what I mean? Like, no fucking way. Okay, Verbena, we like that. We need to start handing those out soon. And another tarnished silver coin. Oop, there's one over there. What do we need? 94? We're freaking close. That's for sure. Well, let's head back. Oh, there's one over there. Hold on. Hold the phone. I have found another tarnished silver coin, and that is important. Alright, let's get out of here. Is there any of those? No, not in the little coves. That could have been a great place to hide them. Game. Rude. Just kidding. I guess we'll survive. Here's another little shiny. Hello. Ooh. Thank you. What do you have to say, lady?
Shepherd, savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord Artorias. I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias, we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance. No matter what.
Well, that's good. I love that. I need more cat spirits. Where are they at? Get more hiding. Do they not respond? Because that's kind of rude. Let's go look for this inn. Which I think is over here. Oh, there's a bundle of them. A freaking bundle, dude. That's 94. Yes, that's barely enough. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's another one over there. Let's secure it. Secure the bag. This cat's chest better be worth it. Watch it give me nothing. I could see that happening. I could see that being real life. Get up, yeah. Yes. Octavia's hair. Octavia. Gosh, I was looking at my dog. Velvet's hair is so gorgeous. Yes. God damn it. I didn't think it would actually have nothing, but it had nothing. Rude. Alright, well. You win some, you lose some. We'll figure it out again later. Let's go over here. By the way, have any of you that are watching this played Tales of Arise yet? What do you think? All that good stuff, let me know. I might eventually do that on the channel. I mean, I want to do... Eventually, I want to do all of the Tales game on the channel. You know, like, that's a whole series that I want to take on, obviously, and this is the first step, but that's a big ticket, so, I mean, it's not going to happen, like, overnight. That'll be... I mean, it's not like I'm going to do Tales back to back to back either.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right. Just like how Ifrid's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Well, we got to take on all three eventually, so let's just go ahead and take on destroying some goods. Yeah.
Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifrid. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. If you can accomplish that, it takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrid's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrid's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The Shepherd Artorias, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
I just want to say, I think that's such a symbolic scene with Rokuro and Aizen as well. I think the writing in these games are just so amazing, but how they just start talking and talking, and then they end up sharing each other's drinks, you know? I think that's kind of cool. And then, of course, Magilu, she's always out here plotting. This is a very story-heavy episode today, obviously. But over here is a new thing. You can fucking play a serving game, and then same item exchange for stuff. Maybe I'll do it eventually if there's something really cool here I want, like maybe the round glasses or elf ears or something. But I don't really like the mini games in this game, to be honest, so...
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me in our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard, too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
He loves the stuff. That's kind of adorable. Laphicet kind of has like a ongoing obsession with Mabu curry.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
True.
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
True. Alright, well, let's go for it. I thought that something else was going to open up to us too, but apparently it doesn't seem like that's the T for now.
That ceremony was simply fantastic. Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him then.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable without him.
True, true. There's definitely 2 ways to see it there, Velvet. Let's see. Oh, we do have another conversation up there, and there's a little inn we've never been at, even though I went and stayed at the bar. There's a conversation in here. Hello.
It's a history book titled The Rise and Fall of Midgand. About 800 years ago, our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years. A period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
I don't know. Oh.
That's enough for today.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth, and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why I...
Huh.
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgand's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorias with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorius knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, that is it for this episode today. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Tales of Berseria. Oh, let's check out our expedition. Why not?
Take a look at...
Hey, you guys did better. We got a pirate flag and a new area. Well, let's just explore that sea again for now. But anyways, smash that like button for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Bye!